seen is a couple of changes. First thing is obviously my hair. You can tell that it's way darker and way shorter than it was before. So my hair was really damaged, and I actually fried it off, so I had to cut it short. So now it's this short, and I've been growing it out ever since. Don't worry, I'm gonna go back to blonde when I get the chance, so just wait for that. It's been a while, so I wanted to make another video explaining to you guys where I've been and what I've been doing, but I just haven't had the chance to. So I'll do that in another video. So today I want to do a video of all the little trinkets and things that I've collected from my past few jobs that I've worked at over the years. And I've kept like almost every uniform. I have a box with me with a couple of stuff. It says Baby up there. I don't know. Oh, actually, I think my friend, she gave me this box as a gift. She had my gifts in here. She made it so cute. Look, she wrote it. She was really good at calligraphy. This bow tie is so cute. for sure. I don't know if this sounds good. Probably not. Okay, that really doesn't sound good. And we had to work our way up, and we had like this chef manager test. It was like this whole thing, and we had to do like a bacon test, a fry test, 100-question like test, and each point was like 2 points. And I think my first time I got like a 98. I have all the like notes still in my phone from it, the test. And I think I also have the shirts. Let's see. It would always fit loose on me. This the chef manager. Oh, and this is also the t-shirt. Do you see? The quality is so much better. Chef manager. Let's see. Yeah, I like this material better. It was like loose. Looks better. The customers were really mean at Five Guys, and they would ask for a manager, and I would come out, and they would be really mean to me because I would be a short, small manager coming out, and they're like, "Where's the manager?" And I tell them I am. Yeah, and I hated at Five Guys how there was like a glass screen so everyone could watch what you were doing. So especially when it was busy during a rush, they would just stare you down, and so all of us would just not make eye contact with them. They were really mean. Okay, I think I worked here for maybe 2 years. I can't really remember on top of my head, or maybe 2 years. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun, and I got into my first fight with someone other than my family at Five Guys. It was this big girl, and she had anger issues, but she also had social anxiety. I didn't understand that. She would hate going to the cashier to take people's orders, and she would stay in the back and eat hot dogs all day, and it really made me mad. And we got into a fight because she shoved me, because she was talking to all of my other coworkers actually stopped hiring girls for like a year because every time a girl would get hired, there would always be problems. And so they actually had all guys at one point. And at Panda Express, they would always get mad at us for giving too many scoops or like too much food. And like the assistant manager, she would always watch over us. And the customers would be really rude and mean. But I was just the cashier, so honestly it wasn't too bad. But Panda Express had this charity apparently where we would always have to ask to round up, and the guests, they would get unreasonably upset asking us why would we ask for that, or was it for like blah blah and it's already expensive as is, etc, etc. So I stopped asking customers for a while to round up, and then the general manager got to all of the cashiers saying our percentages have been so low for rounding up, like the percentage for the roundups. I worked here for I think a year, almost a year and a half, or maybe like a year and a little bit over, with my older brother. Panda Express, actually, I heard the corporation, they get paid a lot, so honestly it's not too bad, I guess. And they paid the cooks a lot at the time. Now all the minimum wages have gone up, I think, like the average of them. And Panda Express is really high compared to other fast food restaurants. I would rate working at this specific Panda Express a 6 out of 10. I wouldn't recommend. But I did meet my hairstylist. He was also my friend at Panda Express. So I'm grateful for that. And at the time, I think I was like 17. So I always wanted to go into serving, and I wasn't able to yet. So I worked at Five Guys and then Panda Express until I turned 18, where I could officially serve. After Panda Express, let me see if I can find it. Okay, after Panda Express and all my fast foods, I went to my first serving job. It was at a Green Barbecue. It's closed down now, but it's called Greenberry's Green Barbecue. And I really like this job. I think this was the uniform. Doesn't sound that good, so I'm not sure if it had aprons or not, but this is one of the aprons that I would use. I lost my tools, so I can't really show that, but it was really fun working here and with a lot of people. In Korean barbecue, there's always a lot of drama. was a bunch of guys, so it wasn't really much drama, but I wish there was more girls at the time that I worked. It was fun. I worked there with my cousins and my brothers too. We just kind of jumped from job to job with each other. It was pretty fun working with them. Okay, it doesn't sound good, so I'm gonna move on. After that, I don't really have much stuff from that other place that I worked at, but after that, I just moved to another barbecue. And then after that, I'm gonna do more serving jobs. This was one of them. This was one of the coasters that we used to put, I think, sparkling water. Instead of like still water, because we had both. These were the checkbooks, quote unquote checkbook. I really didn't like how this was, but it looks cute with the check on there. It was just super impractical, and we were cashless. These don't sound good. These were cute. I like the love face on them. Oh, sorry. I think that was my stomach. Okay guys, I'm sorry, I'm being lazy explaining and talking about all this job, so I'm just gonna play with the stuff that I have. I also have this checkbook that I used at my other certain job, and I would always write orders. Like, I didn't like wasting space. I forgot if I bought this. I think I did. And these are some souvenirs that I got from my other server job at this Singapore restaurant. It's to help the crab meat come out of the shell. always try to keep count of them, because these were expensive. Because if we bought it back from our managers, they charged $3 a cracker. But if you buy them on Amazon or somewhere else, you can get a full bag for like $10 or $15. I'm like 10, 15, 20. They were scamming us, but everyone was too lazy to buy these in a pack, so we would just take each other's, or yeah, everyone would always fight over these. There's like all types of bridges, so you can put their crabs on here. I also have this bag of bar pins they would use at their job into the headsets to communicate with each other. This on the outside already, so and at every place we would have some pins that we need to keep track of, but I would always lose these. This one is my other coworker, but shaped like a crab for the seafood boil place. I have some scissors too. guys for watching.